As Americans are packing for their 4th of July vacation, severe weather has thrown the airline industry into chaos.
Always something, huh? Today,
Yes.
thousands more flights have been canceled or delayed, and those numbers just keep going up.
Yeah, Skylar Henry is standing by at Reagan National Airport with a look at how things are going there. Skylar, should we ask you about the board, and are there cancellations or are things moving?
Hey Leslie, hey Lorenzo, good to be with the both of you. It is always something, isn't it? But no, today here at Reagan, it appears to be much better, and the same could be said across the country compared to the last several days. Still, however, thousands of cancellations and delays across the country from the obvious, whether that's severe weather or the logistical woes that we've been learning about over the course of the past few days as well. And that's everything from pilots at certain airports that planes aren't, or planes at other airports where crews have not been, leading to hundreds, if not thousands, of frustrated passengers, especially ahead of the holiday weekend.
Travelers arriving at swamped airports are getting bad news.
We got here thinking, oh, they probably cleared it up. We just got to get home.
June had already been a bumpy month for the airlines. This weekend's stormy weather made it worse, stranding passengers across the country, many of them still in limbo.
The added expense of a hotel room, another flight, all that stuff, it adds up.
On Wednesday, the tracking website FlightAware said at least 3,000 more flights had been delayed.
All of this comes just as airlines are ramping up for the 4th of July weekend. The next few days could be among the busiest of the year.
So there's very little wiggle room left for people who've been affected by these disruptions to get where they're going. And heaven help us if we have ongoing disruptions, because that means no one's going anywhere.
The worst disruptions are along the East Coast, which has been hammered by thunderstorms. United Airlines is blaming staffing shortages at the Federal Aviation Administration, while the carrier cancels hundreds of flights, including at LAX, where George Pineda's flight to Denver was scratched without warning.
Pretty disappointed. I wish we gotten a cancellation email. I checked early at 3 in the morning, nothing get here canceled.
Adding to the trouble, this belly landing in Charlotte. Mechanical troubles, together with holiday crowds and stormy weather, pointing to another turbulent travel season.
And if you take into consideration today's disruptions, you could add that to the nearly 33,000 delays that we saw over the course of Saturday to Tuesday, and the near 6,400 cancellations across the country. Guys.
Skylar, I was just looking at the faces of some of the people in your piece, and they look exasperated. And so if you've got a flight coming up in the next few days, what's the best advice?
Well, according to many of the travel experts that we spoke with, they said everything from making sure that you have that travel insurance, that little small box at the bottom of the website when you're buying a plane ticket. Make sure that is checked. Obviously, make sure that you are remaining as communicative as possible with the airlines, meaning that you might have to suffer through those hours-long conversations and being on hold with some of those airlines as well. But they ultimately said, pack your patience. We know that the TSA is expecting some 2.8 million travelers just on Friday alone across the country in terms of getting ready for the holiday weekend. So a lot of people will be busy, not only in the air, but on the ground this holiday weekend.
I don't know. I think I'd be changing my plans. Right. That was a lot, Skylar. That's a lot.
Right. I'm not even traveling and I'm stressed. Why am I getting stressed?
Before we even get out the door. All right. Hang in there out there.
Thank you, Skylar.